Hey, what's shaking, everyone? I am just working away here in my home office. It's kind of late, um, but I'm going to upload a quick video here. You know what? I'm going to be starting to do a lot of stamp reviews, some reviews of online sales and what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Some of you have been asking for that personally, right? So I'm going to send this video out to some folks, but you know what? Follow me on YouTube. I'm going to upload some of this to different platforms. I'm going to be, follow my Snapchat, check me out on Facebook, and I'm going to be putting some content out there that you guys can understand what I do, how I do it, why I have the reviews that I have, and more importantly, how you can build a successful business if you're a true entrepreneur. Because it may look like a normal thing. I don't know. It's about 9:30 at night right now. I'm still working away in my office now. It's what I do for fun as well. So I don't know if you guys know that when I was growing up, I was a big collector. I collected sports cards, stamps, all sorts of stuff. Antiques and collectibles that I thought were interesting. And today, essentially, I turned it into a business about 15 years ago. And today, though I have some really cool collections, the majority of what I do basically is flipping this stuff and moving it as fast as it comes in. So, and though we have a giant inventory, you can only move so much personally. But with a good team, I have Sarah that works with me. She's our shipper. I also have some source guys. So they go out, they buy collections, they pick out what they want for their own collections, and I just flip the rest, and I basically help them make money. I share everything we do, and I mean, as a home entrepreneur, you can do several $100,000 in sales. Operating costs are fairly minimal if you're not renting out an office and you don't have a ton of staff members. But you know what? And I'll go a little bit more into that. But I mean, even tonight, I'm going through. I'll show you guys some. Check this out. Some cool old books. The lighting's not great. Let's take a look here. I mean, some of them, early 20th century books. Of course, I mostly do stamp collections and stamp estates, but the books are something that I got because I wanted a lot of the paper trail and the letters and the stuff that goes into the online philatelic world. But I got all these books, and it was kind of a deal that I couldn't say no to. They came from a very old estate on Wellington Crescent in Winnipeg, a very affluent individual, and he was a book collector. And so some of these books, one I sold last week for over $100, right? And some of these books are pretty interesting. Some first editions, some rare editions, and some old maps and cool things that were a part of that estate. And so we'll be flipping some of that stuff online if you guys are interested. Go to our eBay site. It's Millionaire Gems is the eBay ID. Best way to look us up. We're Stamp Pickers Auctions. Just look up Stamp Pickers, because at the beginning of every stamp item that we put on, it says Stamp Pickers. Check that out. And funny thing, earlier today I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk. So shout out to Gary. If you guys have a chance, listen to some of his YouTube stuff, some of his keynotes. You can follow his daily V. Now check this out. Like, I haven't been watching him for a long time. I did know about VaynerMedia. I did know about a couple of his companies. I did know about the Wine Library, but I didn't really know who he was. Didn't really follow him that much, but I'll tell you what, he knows the online world. He talks about actually selling on eBay, doing things like that. He understands true entrepreneurship, and it's like I was talking to a young guy the other day about like cash infusion on a business, about taking investor money, things like that. And luckily, since the day we started, other than when we started, and I'll tell you guys more about that story, since then I haven't had to have any cash infusion from an investor or somebody and give up a part of my business and or have to pay it back or whatever. Now, I want you guys to really know that's about sales. It's about sales trumps all. It's about getting your stuff out there, moving it at a high rate. And working as hard as you need to work. I mean, I love what I do. I've been doing it since I was a kid, really. Um, but to tell you something, I don't love doing all the sales, but I'll tell you what, I love what I do. Okay, I don't love grinding it out when I have to at a 15-hour day, because there are times, especially the busy time of year around Christmas time, we definitely have to do that. But I do love what I do, and that's important. I also, I to tell you guys all what the true entrepreneur thing is that everybody coming up with these apps, where the online world is going, things like that. I think it's really unique. I think that there are a lot of great businesses that have been created or going to be created through it. But I think the majority of it is fluff. And the majority of you guys probably couldn't do what I've done over the last 15 years. And I'm just, trying to be nice to you guys about it, but it's like I grind it out every single day, 15 years. Yes, we take a few vacations here and there. We do take some time off. We do a few things here and there that that maybe some guys wouldn't. But I'll tell you, to be honest with you guys, it's been a tough market to stay in. Things have changed dramatically over 15 straight years. We've changed our business from sports cards and memorabilia to car parts to I was selling at one point books, and today our focus is on stamp collections, and there's a lot of reasoning behind that, and so we can talk to you a little bit more about that. So, anyways, I'm going to upload a few more things in the next few days. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about our story and where I come from as an entrepreneur, where I come from in business, and you guys, if you have a chance, I'll review a few of the items we're going to be putting on. Go on to our eBay site, check it out, buy some stuff, buy it for your family, friends. If you know some schools or some kids, we have some stamps for them. We'll give it to them for free. Send me an email. I'll put a link below, and we look forward to talking to you. Cheers.